everybody, welcome to Aural Fixation, episode 10, the quarantine music trivia live game show stuff and things. Thanks for all tuning in, everybody. We're glad to have you here. This is episode 10, our first double-digit show. My nugget of trivia this week has to do with the Flaming Lips. So in 1997, Flaming Lips released an album called Zerika. When you purchased the album, you opened the case and there were 4 discs inside, but it's not a quadruple album. The 4 discs were meant to be put in 4 different CD players, and then you get a few friends over in ostensibly 4 different stereo systems of 4 different rooms. The objective was for all 4 people to hit play at exactly the same time. Once it was going, you can then kind of walk around the house or whatever you're in and kind of experience the music in 5 dimensions, I guess. Is sound the 5th dimension? Not sure. It's a very cool experience. I got to do it once. It was super, super cool. I recommend it for everyone if you can find yourself a copy. Without further ado, I would like to bring on Dusty Kratz to see what he's got signed up for me this week. What you got, Dusty? Jazz
What's
hands?
up, Dave?
Just
jazz hands. You know what my bit of trivia is?
Jazz hands.
This is great television. You know what my bit of trivia is for this week?
No, I don't.
We've not promoted the fact that Aural Fixation is a podcast available on Spotify, Apple Music, all the things. How have we not done that? It's been up for a couple weeks.
It's a secret until now. You just busted it wide open.
Cat's out of the bag. Yeah, so if you don't like staring at my face the whole time, feel free to pop on over there. You can listen to my delicious voice.
Delicious voice?
Delicious.
Look them up on Instagram, folks.
That's right.
Hey, you want to see what happened last week on the show? Or I'm cutting you off. Did you have something to say before that?
More than anything, Dave.
Great TV. Here we go. Last week on Aural Fixation. Tell us about the show, Dusty. What happened?
Tom's mic sounded really good. Bobby brought the game. The ladies have a very interesting podcast that regrettably I have not checked out yet. Name 3 songs, but I am definitely going to because it sounds super cool. And they were fun contestants. Everybody had a good time. But Bobby ended up pulling out the, do you call it a 2-peat? What is it when you just went 2? A repeat. Thank you, Josh. More obvious than you think. Yeah, but it was good. Had a super good time. I had to do it a little quietly because we had like 18 other things going on in the little studio office. But it was fun. And now I'm super ready to dive into our first double-digit episode 10 Aural Fixation-ness.
Well, sounds like it's time for me to get out of here.
All right, Dave. Well, sayonara, sir.
Hey, Dusty.
Yeah.
Have a great show.
I'll do my best. Thank you. Well, welcome everyone to Aural Fixation, episode 10. We made it. I think this is where syndication starts to kick in. I think TBS was calling Dave earlier or something like that. It's going to be like Friends, Aural Fixation, Seinfeld. Look it up. It's true. But this is the weekly game show where we rack people's minds in front of a live studio audience on YouTube. This week, we have our returning champ, Mr. Bobby Rivas, who is an instrumentalist, a producer from San Antonio, and lead guitarist for the band Honey Bunny, in yet a 3rd location and an upped game with the microphone. How are you, sir?
Great. How are you, Dusty?
I'm good, man. I'm still awake.
Right on. That's a good way to be.
Yeah. How did you spend this week preparing? Did you go through all of your CD books? Did you ask friends to quiz you all week? How did you prepare for this moment?
I thought about it. I scrolled through all of my digital libraries and just made sure that the music that I know, that I've got it. I'm fresh on it.
Ooh, I like it. That's all you can do, right?
I only know what I know.
Well, thank you for coming back. Best of luck on the 3-peat. Looking to give him a run for his money is our second contestant, Miss Macaire Montini, who is a former radio DJ turned HR director to pay them bills. Macaire, how are you?
Doing very well, thank you. Yes.
Excellent.
Radio's great, but it does not pay. So you got to find something else to do.
If you don't mind me asking, what sort of radio show did you DJ for? Was it college related? Was it outside of college?
Outside of college, I did a morning show for a top 40 station in Eastern Connecticut, WILI. Then I did some traffic reporting for Metro Networks in the Hartford area. And then I got down into classic rock in the Fairfield County area of Connecticut, and that is 95.9 The Fox, Fairfield County's only classic rock station, where I was the only female DJ, and I had the 7 to midnight shift, and I played all your classic rock favorites. So it was a good time.
FOXX. I love it. Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you so much for taking the evening to spend with us. I appreciate it.
Do my best. I'm ready to go.
You got this. Well, our third contestant is Mr. Jeff Dean, who's a recording engineer and guitarist for the band Airstream Futures, Dead Ending, and All Eyes West. Jeff, hit that video button and join us, buddy. You did it.
It worked.
How are you, sir?
I'm excellent.
Good. What you got going on in life, man?
Trying to manage quarantine brain.
Fair enough. Now, question for you. Are you active in all 3 of those bands?
Yeah, and a few others as well.
Very cool.
All right.
Keeps you busy.
It's something to do.
Very nice. Let me ask you, you're in Chicago, right?
Yes.
What's your favorite Chicago venue to play?
Ooh, that's tricky. Probably Beat Kitchen. I really like the room at Beat Kitchen, and everyone there is super cool. I mean, there's a ton of great places here. You know, anything that Brian Peterson books, Metro, stuff like that. I mean, Empty Bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for now, I think most of the places are still open.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to all of them, and best of luck to you, sir. And last and absolutely not least is our final contestant, Mr. Matthew Cullen, no relation to Edward, who's a recording engineer, DJ, and occasional musician. Occasionally, born and raised in the UK, he now has lived in the US since 2001. And Matthew, I feel like I gotta at least put it out there. You have some pretty ridiculously amazing engineering credits.
Yes.
Can I name drop for you?
Sure.
We're talking about folks like, kind of a little known Lady Gaga. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of her, but Lana Del Rey, Sean Lennon, My Morning Jacket, Norah Jones, and the Lemonheads.
And a bunch of others.
That's quite the list, my man.
Yeah, I mean, it's 27 years of doing this. You meet some people and you do some things.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you do great work. And I got to ask, because I'm trying to make it a thing, you set yourself up, reach behind you, pull a random record, show me what you got.
Just like randomly?
Just randomly. Oh, he's going top.
Linton Kwesi Johnson in dub.
Never heard it. Is it good? I'm going to trust you.
British reggae poet.
Okay.
And that's a dub record of his.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Well, best of luck to everybody. And without further ado, let the games begin. Well, just as a reminder for everyone playing and all the millions of people watching at home, this is how this game works. We have 5 rounds, 4 contestants, 10 questions per round. Each round increases in points that you can earn, as well as the stakes for losing points. And at the end of the day, we're just playing for a good time and bragging rights. And Bobby is playing for a super fancy trophy that he will never receive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin round 1. As with all 9 episodes to this point, round 1 is called Cold Hard Facts, general music trivia. We've got jazz, we've got auto and flute players. Anything and everything is game in this round. 100 points for every correct answer, 50 subtracted for every wrong answer. Is everyone ready?
Sure.
Does everybody have their sign ready? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Excellent. Here is question number 1. What singer and sibling of Queen Bey had her own number 1 album with a seat? Was that Macaire?
Solange.
Solange is correct. I like that you didn't say Solange Knowles, because she does She just goes by Solange. Well
Is
done.
there any other?
There really isn't, I bet. 100 points to you. First on the board. Moving on to question number 2. Which Fleetwood Mac song is back on the charts for the first time since 1977? Macaire. Dreams. The rest of that, it's popular because it's on TikTok right now. All the kids are doing some sort of weird move to it, I guess. Well done. 200 points to you. Moving on to question 3. In 1997, Kula Shaker covered a 1968 Deep Purple hit. Matthew.
It's not Crush.
Oh, very close. Incorrect. Bobby. Hush is the correct answer. Very close. Very close. 100 points to Bobby. -50 to Matthew. Moving on to number 4. Some calling it a novelty song. This 2014 hit charted at number 8 for the year and promoted body positivity. It also claimed to contain no treble. Macaire.
All About That Bass.
Absolutely. Nailed it. Well done. Here we go with question number 5. This number 1 song of 2003 on the Billboard Hot 100 was the lead single off Get Rich or Die Tryin' for 50 Cent. Bobby.
In the Club.
In the Club is correct. I wasn't going to take In the Club. So well done, sir. Well done. 100 points to you. All right. Question number 6. In the year 2000, this Three Doors Down debut song peaked at... You know what? This blows my mind every time. I got to restart. In the year 2000, this Three Doors Down debut song peaked at number 6 and remained on the Hot 100 charts for 25 weeks.
Jeez.
25 weeks and Three Doors Down does not go together. Yes, Bobby.
Kryptonite.
5.5 months on the charts. That's insane. Well done, sir. Well done. All right, moving on to question number 7. In 2019, which seems like just a dream, a month before the release of The Center Won't Hold, drummer Janet Weiss left which rock band after 23 years? Matthew.
Sleater Kinney.
Absolutely. And that album was produced by St. Vincent.
True.
Love me some St. Vincent. Well done, sir. 100 points to you. 3 more questions in this round. Number 8. In 2018, what group became the only Asian act ever to have 2 number 1 albums on the Billboard 200, a feat they accomplished in just 3 months? Macaire.
BTS.
BTS is correct. And let's talk about the logistics for a second of having 2 number 1 albums in 3 months. My thought is they come out with the current album and it's distributed globally. They have success in the US and then they re-release an old album, right? Like that's the only way that you do that kind of feat within 3 months, right? Maybe
You just have it all in the bank.
that's true. Or yeah, they could have had they could have had it locked and loaded. Very true. All right. 2 more questions. The Go-Go's were the first all-girl band to top the US albums chart in 1982 with this song. Macaire by a hair.
We Got the Beat.
We Got the Beat is correct. Pulling ahead there a little bit. Last question in this round. This hard rock lead singer decided to trade in his high kicks and spandex for scrubs to become an EMT in the 90s. Macaire.
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth is correct. You know,
I just saw it on CBS Sunday Morning. This week.
Very relevant. We were going through trying to figure out how to word that to make it where you could actually answer it because it's kind of vague, but well done. And that closes out this round. Macaire on top with 600, Bobby 300, Matthew with 50, Jeff 0. Yet to get on the board, but there's plenty of time.
I am terrible at this stuff.
No. The best thing is there's plenty of game left, and every round is pretty vastly different. So no worries.
I'm just going to drink vodka the whole time. So I'm enjoying myself.
If that's an entire glass of vodka, my friend, I'll see you on the floor. Before we move on, Bobby, our returning champ, do you have any interesting tidbits for us this week, music trivia wise?
Sure. So the fact that I read just recently was one of the Beatles, one of the Fab Four, was dyslexic. Can anyone think of which Beatle was dyslexic? Go for
Was
it.
it Ringo?
It was not Ringo.
Was it Paul? And that's why he does everything left, but writes with his right?
That would make sense. That's an interesting observation.
But
the
not.
answer was dyslexic. John,
Huh.
There you go.
Interesting.
I thought because Ringo had all his like malapropisms and like, that maybe that was, but
Both of those guys seem more dyslexic than
I feel like we need the graphic, Dave, of the more you know, the little star that goes by. Bum, 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 bum. And that brings us to round 2. All right. Round 2 is entitled Cover Your Ears. Emphasis on the word cover here. This round is about songs with famous cover versions and the artists who love them and the fans who love them. Points are 200 for every correct answer, 100 subtracted for every wrong answer. Here is your first question. What song, originally written by Badfinger, was a hit for both Harry Nilsson and Mariah Carey? Macaire.
Is it Without You?
It is indeed Without You. Well done. Deep cut. Love it. 200 points to you, man. And going on to question number 2. The 1992 smash hit, I Will Always Love You, that I really wish I could bring Dave on to sing, but I won't, was written and first released by what country music icon? Macaire.
And I know that I'm taking it over a little bit here, but this also was my trivia tidbit for this week. It just so happens. So it's Dolly Parton. And my trivia tidbit is that Elvis wanted to buy the song from her to record it himself back in the 70s. And his manager, the Colonel, reached out to Dolly and said, we have to buy the entire song from you, the rights, everything. And she said no. And then so it was a heartbreaking thing to do because she loved Elvis, but she couldn't sell the rights to any of her songs. And then she let Whitney do it so that she could retain the rights, and she made $30 million.
Dang. And kept all the banana sandwiches.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I just had a moment. It would have been hilarious if you would have said, and that's actually my trivia bit of the week. And then you said the wrong answer.
Exactly.
Right? Like, can you imagine? I mean, you were confident.
False confidence.
You were confident and correct. Well done. Another 200 points. And that brings you to 1,000. So cruising right along. All right. Ooh. Question number 3. And now I got to think of a tidbit to cover because you already shared your thing. It's fine. Number 3, Lenny Kravitz won a Grammy for his version of what, Bobby?
American Woman.
American Woman is correct. He grasps the concept of the whole round here. Well done, sir. 200 points to you. Question number 4. The Red Hot Chili Peppers had an early hit with its cover of Higher Ground, written by what artist? Bobby?
Wonder.
Stevie Wonder is correct. Bobby's not going down without a fight tonight. Just saying. Number 5. On her final album, Aretha Franklin released her own version of what 2011 Adele hit? Macaire.
Rolling in the Deep.
Rolling in the Deep is correct. Another 200 points. Well done. Number 6. What 1965 Gloria Jones song has the dubious honor of being Matthew?
Tainted Love.
Tainted Love, absolutely. Covered by both Soft Cell and Marilyn Manson. Both in, they're good enough in their own rights. I appreciate it. 200 points to you, sir. Number 7. Many people think All Along the Watchtower was originally a Jimi Hendrix song. They're wrong. Matthew.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan is correct. 2 in a row. Here we go. Number 8. After hearing this artist sing 9 Inch Nails' Hurt, Trent Reznor claimed Matthew again.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is correct. Trent Reznor claimed it was like someone kissing your girlfriend, which I'm not sure that's how I would put an 80-something-year-old Johnny Cash covering your song. But
I spoke to him on the phone once.
Mr. Cash.
Yeah.
Right.
How was that?
I made a record with his daughter, Roseanne, and they had sang a duet, and he called, and his name came up on the caller ID on the phone. And I was like, he's in the phone book. It's like John Cash on the caller ID.
Right.
And my boss was like, wait, what? Who just called? Did he just really call? And I was like, yeah. And he said that we'd sent him a CD of the mix, and he just called to say that he got it and that he liked the song. But he sounded like Johnny Cash down the phone. He's like, just tell Roseanne that her dad called. I was like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got it, sir. That's amazing. Thank you for the tidbit. That's super cool. All right. 2 more questions in this round. And Jeff?
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do this. Grease up those elbows, buddy. You got it. Put the vodka down. Pick up the sign. You got this.
I'm having a blast.
It's all that matters. All right, here we go. Al Green wrote the song, but its inclusion in Big Mouth Billy Bass grossed him more royalties than any artist that covered it, including the Talking Heads. Matthew.
I was going to say Talking Heads, but yeah.
Looking for the name of the song. Bobby.
Take Me to the River.
Take Me to the River.
Yes. Yes. And that so we do a run through before we go through the show. That particular one is a mouthful, and I'm very glad I did not fall flat on my face. Question number 10. Last one in this round. Originally written by Stevie Nicks, this song was covered in 1994 by the Smashing Pumpkins and the Dixie Chicks in 2002. Bobby. Landslide. Yeah. I love that Smashing Pumpkins version. It's like slightly eerie and yeah, it's good. Great. Well, we survived 2 rounds together, guys. Macaire still on top with 1,200. Bobby knocking on that door with 1,100. Matthew coming up with 550. Jeff.
Blowing it.
No, you're not blowing it. Look, if you get every question right, in this round, you're good. You're good. All right. And before moving on, Macaire, do you have any other music trivia for us?
My backup trivia.
Yeah. I was going to say, or you can show us your shirt, which is amazing.
My Guns N' Roses shirt.
Guns N' Roses. There you go. But yes, please continue.
So anyway, cheers. My backup tidbit was that Bob Dylan let Bette Midler cover his Buckets of Rain song on her 1975 album as a diss track to Paul Simon, because they both were mad at Paul Simon at the same time. So at the end of that track, you hear him say, I want to see Paul Simon do that. Something like, it is great. You have to listen to the very tail end, and he like smokes Paul Simon at the end. It's great.
Diss tracks back in the day. I love it. I feel like Matthew's going through his head right now. He's like, do I have that record behind me somewhere?
No, I don't have that.
Cool. Well, thank you for the tidbit. Thank you for sharing your shirt. And before we move on, please hit subscribe if you're having fun. All 4 of you, tell your mom about it. She'll be a super big fan. And let's go to round 3. This round is entitled, I scrolled too far, Musician Guest Spots on the Small Screen. And for those of you that aren't aware, the small screen is the television, not your iPhone. Here, we're going to talk about these musicians all got their chance to appear on TV shows in some shape, form, or fashion. 300 points for every correct answer, 150 subtracted for every wrong answer. Here we go with list and or question number 1. Joe Walsh, Lisa Loeb, Joey Ramone, Slash, and the entire James Gang all appeared on one episode of this venerable late 90s ABC sitcom. Venerable's a hard word. Late 90s ABC sitcom. And for bonus points, name one member of the James Gang. 3, 2, 1. The Drew Carey Show. The Drew Carey Show. Yeah, I didn't know that one either. It's fine. We got to have one goose egg per show, or we wouldn't be doing our job. Question number 2. This art pop singer appeared in 2 seasons of American Horror Story and the 3rd remake of A Star Is Born. Ooh, Bobby, by just a fraction.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is correct. Matthew, your buddy, Miss Gaga.
We spent a week together. I don't know. Probably say we were friends.
How do you refer to her when you're addressing her?
Steph.
Okay, fair enough. So she's
you
real.
Steph, you can call me Stephanie. You can call me Gaga. I mean,
nice.
But I would call her Steph.
That's cool. Very nice. Okay, moving on. Number 3. Appearing as a silent alien on Star Trek The Next Generation, this Fleetwood Mac drummer begged to be on, being a huge fan. Matthew.
Damn it.
Mick Fleetwood is correct. I wonder if he was a silent alien, but I wonder if he communicated by going. Sorry, I had to. 300 points to you, sir. Well done. Question number 4. This iconic jazz pianist appeared on 24 episodes of Will and Grace, playing Grace's husband. Macaire.
Harry Connick Jr.
Harry Connick Jr. The guy. Absolutely correct. 300 points. Number 5. Appearing on an episode of Parks and Rec as the leader of the fictional band Land Ho. He fronts Wilco in real life. Matthew.
Jeff Tweedy.
Jeff Tweedy is correct, sir. 300 points. Coming on up. Love it. Getting tight. All right. Question 6. This Michigander proto-punker appeared as an alien villain on an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine in 1997.
I mean, it's got to be Iggy Pop, right?
Jeff, Iggy Pop is correct. Yes, we have liftoff. I love it. I love it. Well done, sir. 300 points to you. And well done. Appreciate it.
I'm totally embarrassed yet.
I love it. I love it. All right. Number 7. Amy Mann and Sarah McLachlan both appeared in the same dog commercial. No, I'm just kidding. Amy Mann and Sarah McLachlan both appeared in the same episode of this sketch comedy show, playing fictionalized housekeeper versions of themselves. And oddly, not requesting money from anyone. Sketch comedy show. 3, 2, 1. Portlandia. Portlandia. Yep. Look that one up when you get done with this. Question number 8. Dave says it's a good one. So I trust Dave. Playing a dramatic role on the 3rd season of Westworld, this rapper producer also worked as the band leader of the Comedy Bang Bang TV show for 1 season. Bobby.
Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi is correct. Also on the big screen in the newest Bill and Ted movie, which was fantastic.
That's right.
Yeah. 2 more questions in this round. Number 9. In Scrubs, Zachary Braff simultaneously dated his love interest on screen and off. This character, Julie Quinn, was played by this well-known 2000 singer. Matthew.
Was it Mandy Moore?
Mandy Moore is correct. Well done.
Made a record with this.
Yeah. I'm surprised. It's small screen. Never mind. Number 10. This iconic rock singer played the character of Lucky on King of the Hill. Bobby?
Tom Petty?
Tom Petty is correct.
Whoa.
Well done. We were
That was
50-50. Yeah, well done. And Bobby just took the lead, pulling ahead. Wrapping out this round, we have Bobby with 2,000.
Yes.
If you missed it, it would have been really embarrassing for you at home.
Pressure. I was like, I have this tattoo. I've got to be a guy.
Fantastic. Bobby on top with 2,000. Macaire 1,500. Matthew just behind with 1,450. Jeff on the board, my man, with 300. Well done, sir. Well done. And speaking of Jeff, did you bring any music trivia to the table today, sir?
I did not.
just brought a 5th of vodka. That's it. That's all you came in with.
I brought vodka.
That's fine. It's fine. Well, fantastic. Great round, everybody. And that brings us to round 4. Round 4 is focused on 2012 in music, the year that was foretold in the Mayan calendar that the world would end. To the dismay of some, did not. Actually, 2020. So they were wrong. Ha. 400 points for every correct answer. 200 subtracted for every wrong answer. Jeff, this is your moment. Question 1. In January, this artist's album, Teenage Dream, becomes the first ever. Ooh, Bobby by just a fraction.
Barry?
Katy Perry, correct. Question 2.
What was Katy Perry my moment?
I was just trying to pump you up, my man. You know.
I like it.
Yeah, each carrying that momentum.
Something for the effort.
We'll send you a sticker or something. And question 2, in February of 2012, this massively successful sophomore album made Adele the first British female with the #1 song on the album. Macaire.
25.
Oh, just
21.
outside. Bobby. 21 is correct. Yep. With a little steal there. I love it. All right. Question number 3. In April of 2012, this rap artist performed 2 of America's Most Wanted at Coachella next to a hologram of his late collaborator, Tupac Shakur. Bobby.
Snoop Dogg?
Snoop Dogg, period, not question mark, is correct. Well done, sir. Another 400 points for you. Number 4. Also in April of 2012, this artist attempted to transcend his squeaky clean image with the release of the song Boyfriend from his album Believe. Macaire.
Justin Bieber.
You better believe that that is correct. 400 points to you. Well done. Woo! Yeah, that would have been bad. Question 5. In June, this UK girl group reunited and 2 months later would perform a medley including Wannabe at the closing ceremony. Ooh, Bobby.
Spice Girls.
The Spiced Girls is correct. Well done. 400 points to you. Number 6. In July, Frank Ocean releases this artful debut album, arguably the best reviewed album of the year. Matthew.
Channel Orange.
Channel Orange is correct. 400 points. Keeping it tight. Moving on to number 7. In August of 2012, Taylor Swift, little known artist back then, released this hit song about rejecting an ex's attempt at reconciliation, which topped, I think that's a tie. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but when we tie on Aural Fixation, we go into what we call a noise breaker.
Oh, geez.
So I'm sure most of you know how Zoom works. Right now, I have the little yellow box. Bobby, can you say something, sir?
Hey, check. Hello.
Now you have the yellow box. So we're going to give you 10 seconds on the clock. Bobby, Macaire, whoever ends up with the yellow box at the end wins. Right? So bang on something, make as much noise as you can. Whoever controls the box at the end is the winner. 10 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go.
To be as loud as we can? Is that what we're...
Oh, what the hell, Bobby? Bobby, get out of here with your King of the Hill tattoo, Bobby. Get out of here, Bobby. I'm flipping my bit.
Macaire got it. Macaire got it.
Oh, wow.
So now, Macaire, you get to answer.
We are never, ever getting back together.
Absolutely. And you're never, ever, ever, ever living that down. Well done. Well done. 400 points to you. Nice try, Bobby. It was a good attempt. All right. Number 8. In September, these folk rock giants released the album Babel, which spawned the hit single I Will Wait. Bobby.
Mumford & Sons.
Mumford & Sons is correct. Man, those guys have kind of been absent for a little bit. They were like, anyway. Number 9. Also in September of 2012 still, Lil Wayne passed this kingly rock singer for the most appearances on the Billboard Hot 100. Lil Wayne. Bobby.
Elvis Presley?
Elvis Presley is correct. Oh. Absolutely. Which, is what it is. 400 points to you, sir. Last question in this round. In November of 2012, this artist had her first #1 album with Unapologetic, which launched the hit song Diamonds that went to #1 in 20 countries. Bobby. Rihanna is correct. That finishes you out on top. 4,800 points to you. Macaire with 2,100. Matthew right there at 1,850. Jeff sitting pretty with 300. Damn it, I love you, sir. Matthew, before we move on, any music trivia you'd like to drop on us?
Well, I was thinking about people that died on this day. And so I had a little look, and it was kind of an interesting list. Son House died in 1988, and he was 86. Don Cherry died on this day in 1995. He was unfortunately only 58. And Elliott Smith died in 2004. And he
Remember the 27 Club, right?
Yeah, he was only 30, he was 35.
Oh, he's 35. Okay.
35.
But still,
you know.
Yeah.
So that's my, on this day trivia.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. I when I was doing the quarantine homeschool before they kind of really figured out the virtual stuff, I was starting every morning with like on this day. And for whatever reason, the kids were most obsessed with like the birthdays were fun and major events throughout history. But for some reason, they were most interested in who died on that day. Which, but it became interesting because I always tried to find some sort of musical reference, right? Like if whomever died on that day, and then we'd listen to them all day or something and make it educational. But anyway, well, thank you for sharing, sir. Well done. And that brings us to our last round altogether, round 5. It's got a beat and you can dance to it. This is all about songs that spawned dance crazes, because I know all of you are obsessed with songs that spawn dance crazes. 500 points for every correct answer, minus 250 for every wrong answer. And a reminder, only the top 2 contestants will move on to the final round. So right now, Macaire and Matthew, you got a little bit of a battle going. Not saying that you couldn't come up to Bobby as well. 500 points per. Let's see how things shake out here. Jeff, good luck. Still one of the most watched videos on YouTube. This viral hit features dancers galloping in place with crossed hands as performed by South Korean singer Psy. Matthew.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style is correct, sir. Moving on, 500 points, by the way. Moving on to question 2. The Bayside Boys remix of this Spanish dance song by Los Del Rio. Bobby. Say that one more time.
Macarena?
Macarena is correct, sir. Sorry, your mic didn't quite kick over. Had to verify. Yes, Macarena. Which is every movement counted as a step? Because 14 straight steps seems like a lot. Josh, can you verify that?
I mean, roughly. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't see where this is going. 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, and then the Hey Macarena would be the 13th step.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's no 14th step. Yeah, 13th step.
The 14th step is the reset.
I counted a few times. I sat here, did the damn moves so I could count to 13. So I hope it wasn't in vain.
I was really hoping that was going to happen, so thank you very much.
Go back under my rock. I'll see you later.
All right, here we go with question number 3. Hip-hop artist Freak Nasty teaches listeners how to do this dance, whose first move is when I put my hand upon your hip. Macaire.
Tootsie Roll.
Incorrect. Minus 250. Sorry. I put my hand up on your hip by Freak Nasty. It's the name of the song. 3, 2, 1. The song is called Da Dip. Da Dip. When I put my... Okay. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Question 4. What early rock and roll song started a worldwide dance craze after it was performed in 1960 by Chubby Checker? Matthew.
Twist.
Come on, baby. Absolutely. Well done, sir. 500 points to you. And let's... Matthew, pulling ahead of Macaire. It's time to fight, girl. Let's get it. Here we go. Plenty of questions left. Number 5. Migos and my personal favorite, Skippa da Flippa, helped popularize this move, which originated in Atlanta and involves nodding into a raised forearm. Matthew by a fraction.
Dab?
The dab, nodding into a forearm. It took me a minute to figure that out. Yes, absolutely correct, sir. 500 points. Number 6. What style of dance originated during the Harlem Renaissance and was heavily referenced in Madonna's 1990 song and video of the same name? Bobby.
The Vogue.
Vogue is correct. Vogue. Yes, well done, sir. 500 points. 4 more questions in this round. Anything can happen, mostly. This popular line dance by DJ Casper features instructions like, take it back now, y'all. Bobby.
Oh, the Cha-Cha Slide.
The Cha-Cha Slide is correct. One of the kids' favorites. 3 more in this round. Number 8. The 2007 single Crank That hit number 1 in the U.S. and produced Bobby.
Soldier Boy.
Soulja Boy is correct. Superman that. 2 more on this round. Released in 1992, this up-tempo country hit by Brooks and Dunn is created. Bobby.
Boot Scootin' Boogie.
Boot Scootin' Boogie is correct, sir. Pulling away just a little bit. Was that 4 in a row? Well done. Well done. Last one in this round. Here we go. Michael Jackson first performed the moonwalk on a 1983 Motown television special during a performance of which hit song? Bobby again.
It's not Billie Jean.
Billie Jean is correct. Closing out the last half of that round. 7,800 points. Matthew, continuing on with 3,350. Macaire, 1,850. And Jeff, 300 points, sir. You got that one, and you should be damn proud of yourself. I appreciate that.
I tried.
You did. That's all you could do. Look, top 2 folks are going to move on. I'm going to ask Macaire and Jeff to leave, but don't leave. Stick around. Watch this last round. Thank you guys so much. It was super fun. And let's keep Bobby and Matthew on, and we're going to move on to our final round. Bye. All right, folks. We've been through the Macarena. We've debated the existence of Three Doors Down. And now here we are in our final round entitled Fact and Forth. 1,000 points for every correct answer here. We're going to go back and forth naming answers without duplication. If you're wrong, you're out. If, however, you're behind, you can keep going, adding up 1,000 points for every correct answer until you're done. So we're going to start with the underdog here, which is Matthew. You got a little bit of a hill to climb, but 1,000 points per, I think you could do this. Here we go. Going through the alphabet, the underdog will name a band or artist starting with the letter A. Then we're going to move to Bobby with B, then back to Matthew with C, and so on and so forth through the alphabet. The only trick here is that we are going to put on a 10-second timer. All right? So here we go. Matthew first, give us a band that starts with the letter A.
ABBA.
ABBA is correct, sir. Bobby.
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath, absolutely. C, Matthew.
The Carpenters.
Carpenters. That was mine during rehearsal. Well done. D, going to Bobby.
Damn Yankees.
Damn Yankees is correct. And a bit out there. Well done. Well done. Back to you, Matthew, with E.
The Eagles.
Eagles is correct. You know, everyone would have been hosed if you counted the. That was also debated on the initial conversations here. To you, Bobby.
For F?
F.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters, yes. G, Matthew.
Godsmack.
Godsmack. Not where I thought you'd be going, but well done.
I mean, well, I would have said the Grateful Dead, but if we're going to go about the then, you know.
You'll forever go down in history as Godsmack being your answer. H, Bobby.
Hoobastank.
Hoobastank. Yes, also correct. I to Matthew.
Indigo Girls.
Indigo Girls. J, H-I-J. Yeah, Bobby.
Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction. Very good. K to Matthew.
It tripped me up earlier, but Cooler Shaker.
There you go. Well done. Full circle. L to Bobby.
Los Lonely Boys.
There you go. Keep it a logo. Appreciate it. M to Matthew.
Manic Street Preachers.
Yes. In Bobby.
No Doubt.
No doubt. No doubt is correct. O to Matthew.
Orbital.
Oh, look at you. P to Bobby.
P for Primus.
Primus is correct. Very weird live. Very weird live. Q, sir.
Queen.
Matthew.
Queen.
Yes. Bobby.
Right. I don't know.
Now hold on. If we get all the way through the alphabet, we will repeat. So I would hang on to those second answers. R, Bobby.
Ramones.
Ramones, yes. S, Matthew.
Sleater-Kinney.
Hey, there you go. Another one. T to Bobby.
And H is D.
Yes. U, Matthew.
Ultravox.
There you go. V, Bobby.
Violent Femmes.
Violent Femmes. There you go. Matthew.
White Snake.
White Snake. X, Bobby.
Oh, X-ray specs.
There you go. Y, Matthew.
Yola Tango.
Yola Tango. And Z, Bobby.
Z for zebra head.
Man, what happened to those guys? Right?
I remember some zebra head.
It was like a guilty pleasure. All right, so now we're going to go back to the alphabet. 5 seconds on the clock. Back to Matthew with A again.
Aerosmith.
Excellent. Bobby, B.
Oh, no.
Out of time. Out of time, sir. Okay, Matthew, through the alphabet, starting with B, you can continue making 1,000 points apiece until you are done. So you can pull this out. Or if you're wrong, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, tell me when we're ready to go.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go with B.
Barhouse.
C.
Cure.
D.
Dead Kennedys.
E.
Everclear.
And you, sir, have won. That was it. Game over. Man, the tension and the drama. I'm like sweating. That was great. Well done. The timer, I think, is what does it. Makes it a little tense, but well done, Matthew. Bobby, I'm sorry you couldn't get the three-peat.
It's okay. I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely, of course. I would love to bring Jeff and Macaire back on to say goodbye. And finishing out the round, Matthew ended up on top, 21,350 points. Bobby with 20,800. I'm fairly certain that both of those are high scores and pretty ridiculous. So well done. Jeff, Macaire, thank you so much for your time. Bobby, Matthew, well done. And we'd love to have you back next week, Matthew, if you will join us, sir. Excellent. Cool. That brings us to the end of Aural Fixation. Subscribe. Had a great time. We will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.